Hi there, how's it going? Are you quarantined? Great! Alright, so yesterday what I was going to do was I was going to check out this place in Hollywood, which looks like a nice place. There was a rapper that was murked, and even though that happened, it still looks like a nice place. And I had a tab that was open on my Google Chrome, which is this. I was about to check it out, but my internet wasn't working. And if you didn't watch that previous video, then you don't know about it, but you do now because you're watching this. And if you're not watching this, and you don't know anything. So we're going to check it out now because it's working again. I finally got round to uploading my video later on in the evening, and it's working now, so let's check it out. Let's jump into the computer, but not literally because we won't fit. Alright, so here we are. This is Hercules Drive, and the houses here are all pretty big, and also we're on top of some hills. So yeah, somebody was shot around here someplace. Oh, found Pennywise the Clown's house. Yeah, I'm not too sure when it was. Let me have a quick search. Alright, so it was this guy. So this has been open in a tab for quite some time now, and finally checking it out. So let's have a wander around and see what this place is like. Well, this guy has a tennis court right there, which is nice. There's a house near me that has a tennis court too, but I don't think it has an outdoor swimming pool. I think it might have an indoor one. I know a couple of them do. We'll go to Streetview now. First, I want to check out Pennywise's house, which is this. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe it's being fumigated. Or painted. You see, in my area, we're not allowed to keep the bins out like this because it doesn't look very nice. Once they've been emptied, which I'm sure these have been, you're supposed to take them away. Take them around the back of the house or, you know, somewhere not out in front. And you'd think with living in an area like this, they would have more places to put their bins and maybe more places to park their cars, but obviously not. Right, so this house is being built, and for the most part, it's made out of wood. And if I knock on this wall, that's to my side. One, it hurts my hand, and two, you don't hear much because it's made out of concrete and brick or whatever. Solid walls, which are great for base, just in case you're wondering. So this house here has that stuff, which is probably the equivalent to a gravel driveway. You don't really have to look after it as much as this type of a garden. Plus, if anything grows here that you don't want growing, you can see it and you can just go up to it and pull it out. Whereas over on this side, you've got to sort of scan for stuff. Litter or any weeds or anything that might be growing before you can pull it out. We've got a bit more construction going on. Bumps, is that what you guys call them? Bumps, wait a minute. It says bumps on the sign, but it says humps on the floor. Porsche. Porsche. What is that? BMW. Mercedes. Honda. Don't care. Alright, let me zoom. Wow, actually, I was going to zoom out just then, but check out that view. Nice. Reminds me a lot of GTA. Alright, so let's just have a look and see where we are. We were there? Around here. What we'll do is make our way up this hill, and we'll see what the view's like or something. Maseratis. I've never understood the appeal behind Maseratis. Besides the name, there's nothing really fancy about them, really. Some of them have like a bit of style, but all it is Italian. There's nothing really special about them, really. Also, Italian cars aren't exactly the most reliable. You can probably rely on that view though, especially for it to be there every day if you wake up over here someplace. Now, you see how these guys have parked with their wheels facing that way? That is just in case their brakes fail. That way the cars aren't going to roll down the hill. So that's a good thing. We have a few smart drivers. That guy in the van down there has done it. This guy's done it. He's done it. She's done it. This person's done it. And we've got a Rolls Royce and a Bentley. These guys obviously don't need to do it because they're in a driveway. That guy's done it. That guy's done it. So has this one. This guy has not. See that? He's even parked with his wheels slightly outwards. So if that rolls, it's going to come out, it's going to miss this, probably, maybe, yeah, possibly, quite possibly miss that. And it'll roll down there. It might just hit the side because the wheel might lock. That is, if the wheel lock is functioning. If it isn't, it's going to roll down there and probably maybe hit the Merc or the Maserati. What sort of tiling is that? I thought that was a solar panel roof. I like that layout of tiles. It's kind of unique. Never seen that before. Yeah, there actually really isn't that much of a place to park your cars in some of these houses. Can't imagine having to park like this every single time. That is where they park their cars, but let's have a look at the house. I think it was that one. It's pretty cramped actually, to be honest. Although they are pretty high up, they don't have much of a view. Let's see which house has the best view. Here we have the alarm police. They turn up when your alarm goes off. Not your phone alarm. This house right here has a pretty decent view. And we can't quite see the view, but we can sort of see it. If we go like this, then you sort of get an idea of what they can see. And to be honest, if this was my house, I think I'd probably be okay with that. But if I could choose the view that my house would have, I think I might want to face that way. Are there any blue dots? I want to see some blue dots. Somebody's got to have taken some pictures. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, that'll do. Let's have a look. Nice. Wow. That'd be scary in an earthquake, wouldn't it? Could you imagine if there were a pair of legs walking around without a body? Could be a little scary. Alright, well the picture's a little bent, but I get the idea. Laurel Canyon Dog Park. I've heard the name Laurel Canyon in a video somewhere, not too sure where. Don't really care for the dog park. Got a few more blue dots here, let's check these out. Nah. What about this one? That's a bit better. What is that? That reminds me of GTA, as does most of this place. Wait, can we see it from down there? Yeah, we can. Alright, we'll go down there and we'll look up and we'll see what that is. Ah, that's exactly what I thought it was. Looks like a nice place though, to be honest. 9041, wow, that is a lot of houses. Look at that tiny little lawn. These guys barely even have a view. Ah, we have a speaker. So these houses down here are stuck in between a sort of valley type thing. They don't have much of a view, especially if they're only a single story house. Such as this, it just looks like a, let's call it a public restroom. Wow, this one's hidden. Don't even see that. How do you even get to it? Get to it from down here? That's a bit weird. Ah, probably from down here. In which case, this guy has a pretty long driveway. Yep, that is the driveway to that house, which is back there. What about this house? Yeah, it's all the way back there. Nice. That guy's got about 180 degrees of view, more or less. Let's drop this guy on his head and see what we can see. That looks like an AMG CLS 55? CLS 55? 5? Yep, looks like it. Right, well this person right here has obviously got the best view, probably. Yeah, that's pretty much the best view there is. Is this an actual house or is it some sort of public place? I'm assuming it's a house. Don't know if you heard that, but that was a Range Rover. I'll try to turn up the volume. That guy lives on my street somewhere and obviously enjoys the sound of a V8. Which, to be honest, is quite nice. And here we have a Saab. Not seen one of these in a while. And there. Where was that? That was over here somewhere. Right next to this water tower. That is clearly a Ferrari. I bet it feels weird living next to that. Ferrari! What are these houses like? I see. And this person right here has statues in front of his house. The face on the statue is also blurred. That's a bit of a weird blur. Not blurred. What's going on with all the pickup trucks? Wow, they blurred the road. What is that about? Let's have a look. Where were we? Where were we? Don't know where we were. Ah, right, that's where we were, was it? Not sure, let me see. Yes, right, okay, so that's a driveway, somebody's driveway that's blurred. Let's see what sort of a view these guys have. Are there any blue dots? This guy's got one there. Nice. That is very kind of him. I'm assuming it's probably the real estate agent that's probably done this picture. A homeowner probably wouldn't want this on the internet, really. But that is a pretty nice view. I like it. Last random street drop and then I'm off. I've got to go do something. And there we go. Wow. What is that? That is a Bentley. Nice. Oh, we have a flag. The first flag we've seen today. That tower block right there reminds me of the one that I have an apartment in GTA. Right, so what we've discovered is there are... Wait a minute. That's the Bentley. That is in that driveway right there. There. It's also there. And I think the Range Rover that's racing around is the newer version to this, and it's a sport version, I think. Alright, well, I'm going to go now. I've got something to do, so stay safe, wash your hands, Jaguar, and I'll see you in the next one.